Wattpad provides writers with something that is very valuable, which is attention and feedback. But one thing that is also very valuable is money. Hey fresties, welcome back to Wattpad Wednesdays. Apologies if the vibes are a little off. I'm feeling kind of like woozy today. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But today's topic is unique ways to make money with Wattpad. Because as somebody who has been on the platform for many years, I know that it is quite rare to actually make money through the platform, through either the paid program or now the creators program or getting a publishing deal, all that stuff. But there are ways that you as a creator can innovate and make money through Wattpad, just not directly. So the first ways are websites like Ko-Fi or Patreon. For Ko-Fi, you could just politely ask your readers, you know, hey, if you enjoyed this book, if you enjoyed this chapter, maybe consider leaving a tip. If you have 200 readers and they all left you a $1 tip, obviously that would add up quite quickly. On Patreon, I think people expect a little more creativity because I believe it's a subscription-based service. I don't think that it's like people can make one donation and just be done with it. So you could offer behind-the-scenes content, you could offer bonus chapters, you could even make some like merch for your stories, like stickers or little postcard prints. If you have an exceptionally active audience, you could ask them questions over there and have them really give input into your stories so they feel like they're a part of your decision-making process. Whether that's, you know, what story should I write next, or what characters do you think should get together in this series that I'm working on, stuff like that. Speaking of stickers and prints, the next way that you can make money off of your Wattpad works is merch. You can design merchandise based off of your books and sell it very easily through a third-party website like Teespring or Redbubble. Some ideas for merch could be quotes from your book. You could make like prints for people to put on their wall or to have on a t-shirt, drawings of your character if you're artistic, or you could commission somebody for something that you can use commercially. Some artists will not make commissions to be used commercially. They'll only make commissions for personal use, but you can search around for someone who would not mind if you profited off of the work that you're paying them for. You could just do something as simple as putting your book cover on the merch. Again, you want to make sure that all the images and text that you are using in that book cover is copyright free, because you don't want any legal issues. And you could also do merch based on ship content from your story if it has a romance plotline. Think the Twilight Team Jacob, Team Edward merchandise that was ever so popular back in like 2008. The next one, speaking of being artistic, if you dabble in making graphics for your own stories, such as covers, aesthetics, banners, all that good stuff that is so prevalent on Wattpad, you could always take graphics commissions. I've spoken before on this channel about how you can exchange graphics for things like reads and comments, feedback on your work, but you could also just exchange it for money. If you set up, again, a Ko-Fi or a Patreon or something like that, or your PayPal, you can tell people, you know, if you want me to make you a cover for your story, feel free to talk with me over email. We can discuss pricing. There are people who will pay for you to make them a cover. I know, because I have done it, I think, twice. It is something that you can make money off of. In that same vein, you can do review commissions, and it's basically the same thing. You could just tell people, if you want me to review your story, contact me over email, we can discuss pricing. Maybe you would adjust the pricing based on the number of chapters that the story has, the length of it. And again, even if you're only charging like $5 for these things, depending on the amount of people that request them, it's going to add up. Jeez, my freaking voice. Okay, the next one is something that I can personally vouch for. Using another platform for monetization or brand deals or whatever. So this could be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, any social media like that. Basically using your Wattpad audience as a starting off point for another form of social media that is more easily monetizable. This is basically what I did with my YouTube. I told all my Wattpad followers that I was making YouTube videos. I posted them in one of my books. Now, I will say this one is slow goings most of the time. I mean, obviously for some people it goes quite quickly, and if you go viral, then it's a whole different story. But for me, it took about a year before I was actually monetized on YouTube, but the wait was well worth it, and I've had a lot of fun. Yeah, it's definitely something to consider for long-term monetization. You could make a channel that's, you know, sort of in the same vein as mine with tips, whether that's specifically for Wattpad or for writing, or you could make something like tying back into the graphics and the reviews. You could make a channel about how to make graphics. You could make a channel where you take requests for people's stories and make graphics for their stories, and then eventually, as the views accumulate on those videos, you'll be making money from the covers that you've made for people. And the same thing goes for reviews. You could just sit down and give a review of somebody's Wattpad book. So there's a lot of options there. The world of social media is a confusing place, and I honestly don't know that much about it, but there's a lot of people who do. So if that's the route you want to go down, there's a lot of advice out there online. And the final tip, which is something that if you've been here before, you know I am doing, is to use your Wattpad platform as a jumping off point for self-publishing. Wattpad can be a great jumpstart to any publishing journey because you already have an audience. Some of the people in it are going to follow you, whether it's self-publishing or going to a traditional publishing company. You're going to have some people to start off that reader base and help you turn it into a career. So those are 6 ways that you can sort of alternatively make money with Wattpad if you're not making money through the platform itself. Anyways, tomorrow is the final video in Wattpad Wednesday week, so hopefully I'll see you there. Naked Froggy was actually facing the camera this entire video. Spectacular. Okay, bye!